Hi, and a very warm welcome to Wellbeing Mission Control. I'm Greg Parry. I'm a wellbeing specialist. And as human beings, we are very much creatures that are shaped by our beliefs. It's true. All the research points very clearly in this direction. What you believe tends to become the way that you perceive reality. So the way that we're picking up the world around us is deeply subjective. And it sounds strange because we can all agree that there is an objective reality out there. But the way that we interpret it, that is deeply personal. And when it comes to facing difficulties and challenges and problems, there's something that we can do that can make the process a lot less challenging. We can remove a lot of the internal resistance that we feel, that we experience, that we even project out into the world by adopting a more positive attitude. Now, there are physical things you can do to help this process. And if you've looked at some of the research that's been published in the popular press over the last 30, 40 years, you'll know that smiling is such a powerful way for you to persuade your brain that what you're dealing with is actually much simpler. It even has a technical phrase, cognitive easing. But if you smile, you set up a very strong resonance within your cognitive function that somehow persuades the brain that what you're dealing with is actually simpler and easier. And it shows up. You find that you're able to resolve issues more quickly, more efficiently, with much less stress. So, if we are deeply influenced by our beliefs, can you imagine for a moment how wonderful it would be if you could adopt a very positive, empowered attitude that tells you that you can resolve this problem, simply because it encourages you to use your creative faculties rather than imagining all kinds of hurdles and obstacles and resistance that you must overcome in order to find a better way of doing things, to find a way of resolving the problems. Now, we know this works, and it's not just a question of being a happy, bright little bunny bouncing around with positive energy. Very attractive though that image may be, but in purely practical terms, when you're dealing with issues that may be challenging or difficult, adopting this positive attitude that you can resolve it seems to produce very positive results in a way that your brain functions, the way your brain processes and analyzes the data, which I think is a wonderful attribute of human evolution. So I want you to do a couple of things today. Remember to smile. The curious thing, of course, is that you may not feel like smiling, and yet that doesn't seem to influence the outcome. It's just this physical gesture on your face that has a direct impact on the way that your cognitive function is able to resolve issues. And deliberately choose a positive attitude. Yeah, I can fix this. Yeah, I can resolve this. Because it puts the probability more in your favor, more on your side, that your creativity will produce answers. And sometimes those answers are very surprising. They're not always the kind of answers that you expect. But that's one of the great advantages of our human condition. We are capable of introducing new ways of thinking and discovering answers to problems that might not have been obvious even a few minutes ago. So those are my two suggestions. Remember to smile, cognitive easing, and adopt this very positive attitude and see how much of a difference it makes to the way that you handle life's daily round of challenges. What do you think? These are just suggestions. They're based on my experience and the work I've done with thousands of people over the years. But I'd love to know what you think, and if you'd like to get in touch, my email address is in the description. And in the meantime, as you smile and discover that you're much more capable than you ever thought, I'm wishing you a wonderful day. And I'll be back with you soon.